Hi everyone, I'm Antoinette van Sail of Enartis South Africa. Something for which the South African 2021 harvest will definitely be remembered is the sugars that are struggling to reach optimum ripeness in grapes. And we are taking this opportunity to put together a few tools and tips on how you can improve problems that may arise from this. So possible issues with winemaking from underripe grapes are higher acidity, green characters and bitterness, decreased palate weight or volume, insufficient color compounds, lack of color stability, potential lower YANs, lower potential alcohol, and possible solutions for this are polysaccharide addition to balance out the higher acidity, promoting fruit expression to mask or convert green characters and bitterness, polysaccharide addition to increased palate weight or volume that can arise from a potential lower alcohol. Enzyme and antioxidants will be very important to protect or extract any color compounds that are in the skins. Correct tannin addition and timing of tannin addition will be very important to alleviate the lack of color stability. Organic nutrients will be important, and sensorial polishing will be a handy tool to address possible organoleptic imperfections from a lower potential alcohol. So first, to tackle the green aromas, we are not saying that your methoxypyrazine levels will by any means be higher if you have to harvest a little bit earlier, but it'll certainly help if you try to decrease methoxypyrazines in your Bordeaux varietals to change the total perception of greenness that comes in play with underripe grapes. So how can we reduce the impact of methoxypyrazines? First of all, shorten maceration, no cold soaking, increase fermentation temperature, use a heat-resistant strain like our EnartisFirm D20, which can survive up to, or it can endure up to 38 degrees Celsius. And then increase fruity aroma. So you can try to mask the methoxypyrazines or the green character that you get from it by adding an organic nutrient high in the amino acids that are your building blocks for esters and higher alcohols, tan red fruit, and Encanto NC cherry. More details on these products. The tan red fruit is condensed tannin mainly coming from the wood of red fruit trees. Encanto NC cherry is a combination thereof with yeast derivatives rich in sulfur-containing peptides. So these can serve as precursors of your terpenes and nor-isoprenoids. So you would need a yeast with a strong beta-glycosidase activity to liberate these precursors and form red fruity characters during fermentation. So you can choose either you go the high temperature fermentation route and choose D20, or you choose a yeast strain for its beta-glycosidase activity in combination with these precursors that you are including into the must. A different mechanism of tackling green aroma is to focus on the C6 aldehydes and convert the C6 aldehydes like hexanol, which can give you the cut grass aroma, into thiols, your 3MH. So a few steps of doing this is first to make sure you have a reductive environment so that the hexanol can form hexanol or be converted into hexanol instead of hexanoic acid, which can be, almost rancid in the wine. So hexanol would then be the starting point. That combined with your SH group in the must will form an intermediate conjugate, which is still bound aroma. You would need a beta lyase action or a yeast with that action to liberate the 3MH from this conjugate. So that is how you can then form spiciness and dark fruit aroma from your grassy starting point. We call that the ripen up strategy that's been on the Enartis profile for many years. How can you promote the presence of your SH group in the juice or the must? By increasing the amount of glutathione. So you can do that by adding products containing glutathione. These are on our range Encanto NC White. This is a combo of oak and acacia tannin combined with yeast derivatives rich in sulfur-containing peptides. Then there is tan color, which is a grapeseed tannin combined with polysaccharides rich in sulfur-containing peptides, or Pro Blanco, which is a polysaccharide, and that has immediately available manoproteins but is also rich in sulfur-containing peptides. So these are your glutathione sources. You can choose 1, 2, or 3. The more you add, the better your chances are of effectively converting C6 aldehydes into thiols. Then, of course, you need a yeast with a beta lyase action, as I mentioned. For this, you can use Enartis ES488. And this will all help you to form spicy and dark fruit characters. Moving away from the green and into increasing body and mouthfeel, you can choose any of our Pro products during fermentation, Pro Uno, Pro Blanco, both containing immediately available manoproteins. The difference between the two being that Pro Blanco will be rich in sulfur-containing peptides, as I had mentioned in the previous slide. And then there's also Pro R, which is also a good polysaccharide but contains manoproteins released over time. To quicken or to shorten the time frame in which these manoproteins are released, you can choose to use EnartisZym EZFilter. This is an enzyme containing the glucanase activity, which will help to release manoproteins with or without Pro R, but especially in combo with Pro R, it would be a good way to go. Then EnartisZym EZFilter, just to show you an example of how it worked here, we saw an increase in the total polysaccharides content of 45% with the enzyme compared to a control without the enzyme. This does not now include Pro R. It's just to show you with or without enzyme on a wine when it was in contact for 6 weeks at 3 ml per hectoliter of dosage. And then a last topic to just quickly touch on, because we did go into quite some depth in the previous presentation, is insufficient color compounds. So we already mentioned not to cold soak, rather use a good extraction enzyme. The best enzyme that we can offer for this is Zyme Color Plus. Then again, important to protect the juice with a good sulfur regime, and then stabilize your color with a good tannin regime, the right tannin at the right time. So AST is a great product to use to protect because it contains potassium metabisulfite, ascorbic acid, and gallic tannin. Then the Enartis tan range is there, a big variety of different tannins, each with their own goal. So please contact your Enartis rep for more details on that, or refer to the previous video we did specifically on color stability. So we hope that this video had been helpful. Again, please don't hesitate to contact us if you have any further questions, and good luck for the rest of the season. May it bring forward great wines. Good luck to all of you. Thank you very much.